Bow, Artists at War, is a new film based on a love story set during the Holocaust about people risking everything, a man risking everything to save his fiancée and countless others from a slaughter in a concentration camp. I had the chance to speak with the star Emilie Hirsch and director of the film, Sean McNamara. Well, Sean, Emilie, good to talk to you on the day of the release of this film, Bow, Artists at War. This looks very remarkable, very powerful film here. Sean, I'll start with you here. This project, taking this on, there's a lot of weight to this film, a lot of, seriously deep topics here. What was it like to take on a project like this involving the Holocaust, especially at the time we're in now as well?
Well, when I read the script, it reminded me of Schindler's List. In fact, the couple in Schindler's List who got married, that's the story of Joseph and Rebecca Bow. And what I really liked about it, it wasn't your typical movie. It was funny. It had jokes. Joseph Bow was a jokester. He made people laugh. So I made the tale thinking that it's a tale for what happened 80 years ago. I had no idea once we finished it that October 7th would have and all of the things that have happened since. So that is why movies like this are so much more important.
And Emilie, the character Joseph, what a remarkable human being here, met his love, got married inside a concentration camp. What was the, most appealing part of this role to you? And what was it like getting into that character of Joseph?
Well, for me, getting into Joseph was a privilege because he was a character that responded to adversity with such hope and resilience and a really light sense of humor that those were qualities that I would like to cultivate and expand in myself for my own life in general. I think that kind of optimism and upbeat humor, even in the darkest of times, is something that we could all use a little bit more of. And he was a very funny guy who never let that part of himself go. And I think it was a tether to what was good and what was worthwhile in life that he used. He used humor as that tether. And it connected him. And he was also capable of just great love and creativity and art, even in he was writing poetry, even in concentration camps and making drawings and not letting the darkness snuff out his light.
Yeah. Emilie, Sean mentioned Schindler's List, and of course, in the wedding, the Joseph's wedding, of course, is connected to Schindler's List. But I got a love is beautiful, or life is beautiful kind of feeling from the film as well. Do you see comparisons there too?
Oh, absolutely. And also, I was super inspired by Robin Williams in this performance. He's a performer that I grew up watching that I always absolutely loved. And I felt like, there were similarities in personality where, Robin and there's a lot of moments in different movies where Robin reacts in very, very different, positive, creative ways. And I saw some of those similarities with Joseph as well. And since, I couldn't obviously interview Joseph, he's passed away. I was able to kind of say, okay, I see that quality there. I see that in Robin there. I can fuse all these different qualities together.
Sean, it's a remarkable life and story that you're telling here. What do you hope the audience gets from this film, when it opens tomorrow and for its theatrical release overall?
I hope that, who's answering? Sorry,
Sean,
who you asking?
Sean, yes.
Look, I made this film because I believe miracles happen. And I want people to walk away joyful from this movie. I want them to feel like, wow, even in the worst times of life, you can be inspired and to do something and you can find love.
That's a remarkable message, Sean. Emilie, we're going to have to leave it there. The film Bow, Artists at War is released today. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck with this one.
Thank you.